Hi guys, I'm Abby and this is my channel, and today I'm going to go over my February bullet journal layout. If you watched last month's video, you'll see that I set up the bullet journal for 2020 and then my January spread. The 2020 year layout, I did a 20s theme. Then January I did a award season type theme, since January is the start of award season for movies and TVs and such. Hopefully you've been watching the award shows. I haven't been watching a lot of them, but I've seen, clips and heard the winners and such, and I'm hoping to go watch some of the movies that are nominated for Best Picture for the Oscars soon. I'm excited for that to come up. But today I'm going to go over my February layout that I have drawn up. I'm really excited for this layout. I think it's really cute, kind of like artsy and almost whimsical, which I kind of think fits for the month of February. This year is a leap year, and the leap year falls, or the leap day falls on a Saturday, so we get an extra Saturday. But it did kind of mess up my thinking of the month, because usually, it's exactly 4 weeks, but now it's 4 weeks in a day. But nonetheless, I got this spread done and I hope you guys like it, and I will go through it and show you what I did here in a second. I'm still using my A5 dotted journal from Scribbles That Matter in navy blue, and you will see my drawings that I did for the month of February. So we are going over February's theme as most people do. I did a love theme, but I focused on love letters, and you can see here I drew out a big letter that's sealed with a heart sticker. I used two different pinks, like a lighter pink and then a darker pink. I traced out or calligraphied the word February, obviously, and then took a fine line black and went over the two sides of the colored calligraphy. I wanted to keep this spread this month a little simple and kind of sketch-like, where the colors and the lines aren't exactly lined up. You can see some whites on either side, or colors escape the lines. It's not perfect, and that I wanted to keep it kind of loose and almost kind of sketchbookish, kind of like keeping it kind of loose with, the love theme. And so next I did the months, and I decided to not connect the days, but I did these little bubbles. I think they are 5 by 6s, which is probably a little larger than I do usually, but it's just a little bit of shorter month, and so I could fit a little more. And then I did some hearts and letters on the side, and then I decided to add in some quotes. For my quotes, I took them all from Shakespeare. They're not necessarily from his romance plays, but they are kind of romantic quotes that his characters say throughout different plays, and I'll let you know what they are as I go through them. I used little abbreviations for the days of the weeks, and kind of put my numbers in little colors, kind of like I did last month. And the quote I used for this page was from Macbeth, and it says, "A heart to love, and in that heart, courage to makes love known." I thought it was really cute saying. I forget who says it, but it's in Act 2, Scene 3, if you want to look it up. And that is my monthly layout. The next page I did my habits and goals as usual. For my habits, I started with the letter, but I opened it and I did the letter with my title, habits. I did the color behind in smaller print with the black, and I did little open letters for the habits. I'll write my habits in the open slots. I haven't decided if I want to do them in color and black. I'm leaning towards black because I'm gonna color in my habits with a color, one of the pinks. And for this one, I did a quote from Midsummer's Night Dream, Act 1, Scene 2, and it's "The course of true love never did run smooth." And I think that kind of fits with the habits page because I never smoothly finish my habits. So that is the habits page, and then next to it, as always, is the goals. I always kind of keep this page a little open. I did the hearts that I can fill in with the pinks after I write my goals and as I finish them. And for this page, I also did the same. I used the darker pink on the habits and the lighter pink on the goals. Again, I did the thinner black script over the pink calligraphy with some letters that are sealed on top. And the quote from this is from Henry V, Act 5, Scene 2. And it says, "I know no ways to mince it in love, but directly to say I love you." And I think that's really cute, and why I put it on the goals page is because usually you're pretty direct with your goals of what you want to accomplish. Just to directly say it, these are my goals, I love you. So I think it fits a little bit with goals, maybe a little far off, but that was my meaning in picking it. And the next pages, I have my brain dump and my playlist that I fill out. My brain dump, I usually like to keep the page pretty clear so I can write as much as I want. I did some tiny hearts, and then on this page is something a little different. I did the brain dump writing within arrows. I've seen people do like tattoos and such like this with the word within an arrow. So I just wrote out brain dump. And then the quote I put for this page is, "Whoever loved that loved not at first sight." And that's from As You Like It, Act 3, Scene 5. I don't necessarily have a connection to the brain dump page for this quote, but it's a well-known romantic comedy for Shakespeare, and I just wanted to use it. So I thought it would fit the best on brain dump page. And the next page I have is the playlist. I did actually put bullet points for the exact amount of songs I'll keep track of. On Instagram, I like to post a lot about the kind of music I'm listening to daily. Sometimes I'll post a completed playlist at the end of the month. But in here I also did, as like I did on habits, an open letter form coming out of the envelope for my playlist. For the quote on this page, I also used it from Henry V, Act 5, Scene 2. And it is, "You have witchcraft in your lips," and I thought it fits well with the playlist theme because it's music and stuff, and it has to do a lot with singing and lips, and witchcraft can be a play on words of that they just sing very well instead of that they kiss very well. And the next spread I have is my first week. I added in the first 2 days. Since I run from Monday to Sunday, I added in Saturday and Sunday, that the first and the second fall on into my first week. And like in the monthly spread, I separated these days into little boxes. I put the big numbers in the light pink followed by a smaller number in a black. And then I put a light pink strip with the day on it underneath, and then drew a line with the dark pink underneath with some dark pink hearts. I did mess up a little bit. I started writing Saturday and then I got mixed up and thought it was a Sunday. So I tried to change it to Sunday, then wrote Monday, then realized I was correct in the first place, tried to switch it back to Saturday and switched this to Sunday, and then started Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. So a little mess up on the first 2 days, but the rest looks pretty nice, and I don't think I will screw up the rest of the weeks. So that is my first week's layout and the layout for my February spread. I really hope you enjoyed my little take on kind of a love theme for the month of February, including letters and Shakespeare. I hope you might use this as inspiration or to recreate yourself. You can see pictures of it on my Instagram. So guys, that is my setup for February. It was very, I don't know, romantic and whimsical to do with the letters and the I guess, Shakespeare poems and lines from romantic parts of his plays. If you don't know, I'm a big Shakespeare fan, if you haven't guessed that by now. But I'm really excited to do the weeks within this month. There's only a couple of them since it is a short month, even with the extra day of a leap year. I always associate February with, you know, just the general theme of love and feel like it's very common, but I really like incorporating letters into and love letters into this theme. That it was a little bit different, even though it was a lot of hearts and pinks, but I hope you guys like this theme. Comment down below if you liked it or what you're doing for your February layout. Give this video a like if you're going to recreate it and let me know. You can tag me on Instagram at AbbySomeone with 2 E's at the end. You can also see pictures of the layout on my Instagram along with some stories that I post every once in a while I'm drawing them. Until next time, you can check out some of my other videos, or you can subscribe down below to see anything that comes out that I put out. Until then, if you want to be someone, why not be you? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.